So variables is nothing but store. It stores the data. Okay, let us give a name and a value. So that value will get stored to that name. Okay, so in bash scripting, variables are used to store data like strings, numbers, file paths, etc., so that you can reference and manipulate throughout your script. So syntax is, we need to give that variable a name and the value, and for calling that variable we need to use, for printing we are using echo command, but in real time we can use different commands also. So dollar the variable name. So this is how we need to store a value and call that variable. Okay, so let's look at an example. Let's say DevOps. Always let us always have a capital letter, okay, so that we won't get confused. Equal to let's say July 2025. Okay, since we started this July 2025, DevOps is the variable name I'm providing. July 2025 is the value that I'm providing to this variable. Okay, so now it got stored. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to echo dollar DevOps. So if I call this using the variable name, this July 2025 will get printed because this is the value that we stored with the variable name. In bash scripting, variables are used to store data. So this is the syntax: variable name, value. So we are right now we stored July 2025 is the value, we stored it in the DevOps variable. We'll use the variable concepts to store the values and execute the commands. So cp2 3 underscore, so variables. Using variable we are going to install this, download and install this websites. So this is nothing but I'm going to copy this file using a different name. Okay, the same content will get copied here, but through a different name, using a different name. Like when you copy a file on your Windows machine, so when you copy, it will either mark it as -1 or copy of this particular file. So same, we are going to copy the same file but using a different name. Var website. Okay. So ls the var website is there. I'm going to win var website. So now what are we going to do is we are going to so see, this is straightforward. We just installed a HTTPD, okay, and we started the service. So what if, I mean, real life scenario, you might need to handle hundreds of such tools, services. So at that time, typing each and every command is difficult. Okay, so what are we going to do is we are going to package BSEK. Let's not make any spelling mistake. BSEKAG package. Okay, so what is the package? Yum install wget httpd. This is the package. I'm going to copy and store it here. Okay, and then service, httpd is the service. I'm going to copy this, and service is equal to httpd. Okay, and so this particular file, let's see, copy. This is web template. Web template. I'm going to put this here. So here, Sumant, carefully listen. So wherever we used wget zip httpd, we are not going to use that because we are storing this value to this variable, and we are going to use this name going forward instead of this entire name. Okay, this variable name. So let me come here. I'm going to use dollar package. Okay, so HTTPD instead of HTTPD, I'm going to use services. Sorry, service. So wget I'm going to use web template. Web template. Okay. Service. Okay, so now what we have done is we created three variables: package, variable number 1 is package, variable number 2 is services, variable number 3 is web template. Okay, so package, this is the value, service HTTPD is the value, and for web template this is the value. Okay, so now I'm going to store this. So now there is no files in this particular directory also. Okay.
Okay.
So if we go here, refresh. Okay, not found. Nothing is there.
So first we removed it from our index and then we removed it.
Now we are going to execute this command. Okay. Okay, syntax error. We don't want syntax error. Okay, right. So this, okay. Okay, I deleted that HTML folder. Okay, yeah. Now it is there. So second time the HTML folder I accidentally deleted when I deleted the files. So I created that HTML folder. So now while we executed the previous one, these are already resolved, dependencies resolved, nothing to do, complete. Starting the HTTPD. Okay, because when I previously executed, all the steps are completed. This last step was not. Now starting the HTTPD. Let's say replace all. the steps are executed. Okay, restarting this, restart done. So now system ctl status http. So now it is active. Okay, enable. Now the same IP address, if we refresh, see, it is there.